The astronaut was just getting up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night when, to his horror, a massive spider suddenly appeared in the toilet the very next second. Astronaut Jack jumped back in shock and immediately slammed the door shut. He thought he must be hallucinating after being alone on the spacecraft for so long, so he quickly asked ground control to activate the bathroom surveillance cameras. But control soon informed him that all the ship's cameras had malfunctioned and they were investigating the cause. Summoning his courage, Jack opened the door again. Not only was the spider still alive, but even more terrifyingly, it was speaking to him.
I did not intend to frighten you, skinny human.
Seeing the spider that wouldn't come closer, Jack was completely terrified. He immediately rushed into the spacecraft's sealed chamber and asked Control to fumigate the ship with disinfectant gas. Control was puzzled, as a single fumigation would cost tens of thousands of dollars. But Jack, afraid he'd be thought insane if he mentioned the spider, claimed it was to ensure the success of the mission's final phase. Hearing it concerned the mission, Control agreed. Disinfectant gas began spraying throughout the spacecraft. Jack breathed a sigh of relief, knowing no insect could survive such treatment. When the fumigation ended, Jack opened the sealed chamber door and stepped out. To his dismay, the spider emerged once again.
Are you? I am as real as you are.
You can't be.
Jack tried to touch it to verify its existence, but the spider dodged away, explaining that its species disliked physical contact. The spider told Jack it was an astronaut from its own kind, just like him. It had been heading to the edge of the solar system when it was unexpectedly drawn to humanity. From orbit, it had learned human history and language, but knew little about human emotions. When it happened to discover Jack, the spider noticed that while he appeared cheerful and optimistic in front of others, he was actually deeply lonely inside. Intrigued by the source of Jack's loneliness, it had come aboard the spacecraft. Moreover, it could help Jack quickly complete his mission to explore the Pink Nebula. Jack was struck speechless by what he was witnessing, but considering he seemed powerless against this being, Jack ultimately had no choice but to let the spider stay. What Jack couldn't have imagined was that this fierce-looking spider would eventually lead him to find his own redemption.